Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to the top 5 video. Today we're going through the top 5 rarest non-hostile mobs found in Minecraft. And the reason I'm doing this is because about a year ago I made the opposite video and people seem to really enjoy that, the top 5 rarest hostile mobs found in Minecraft. However, a lot of people point out their favorite friendly mob and say, isn't that one of the rarest? And I figured just to set the record straight and also to make another fun piece of content, I'd let you know what the top 5 rarest non-hostile mobs are in today's video. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully you do all enjoy it. If you do, please do like it and let me know because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. I want to see more stuff like this. Anyway, let's get straight into it, shall we? We have number 5 here. So what is the 5th rarest mob? Assuming you don't count the same variants twice because that's kind of boring. The 5th rarest mob is actually going to be the donkey. Why is the donkey so rare? You might be like, I see the donkey all the time. Well, the truth is the donkey isn't actually as common as you might think because the donkey is a 10% spawn chance of a horse. So if you have a horse spawn in, there's a 10% chance it'll be a donkey instead. And that's kind of cool by itself, but that doesn't really make it so rare. Except it does because horses only spawn in 2 of the 58 technical biomes, and that is the plains biome, or the plains-based biomes, and the savannah-based biomes, which means if you want to find a horse in general, you need to have one of those 2, and then if you want to find a donkey, you have to spawn a bunch of horses, and then 1 in 10 of them will be a donkey. So the donkey, if you don't know, is just like a horse, except it can also, have the nice ability of actually letting you store a chest on him. So yeah, it's a rideable kind of, storage system, and I think that he's pretty rare, but he's also pretty cool. A lot of people put the donkey down because, he's not as fast as his horse brethren, but I think the ability to hold a chest of you is something people definitely undervalue, and yeah, maybe you should be friends with the donkey because he's rare and he's also pretty cool. So yeah, that's the donkey right there at number 5 with a 10% chance in only 2 specific types of biomes. So what's rarer than a 10% chance in only 2 types of biomes? A 10% chance in basically 1 type of biome that's a lot rarer than those other 2, and that is actually the black rabbit here. So basically there are 6 types of rabbits as of 1.9 on the PC and as of the current versions of the console edition and the pocket edition, and basically the 6 rabbits are basically split between the 3 types of biomes, the snowy ones, the desert ones, and the plains ones. So the desert only gets 1 type of rabbit, the snowy biomes get 2 types of rabbit, and the plains get 3. And that makes sense until you realize that the biomes that actually can be spawned in by each of those is really disproportionate. There's a lot of snowy biomes on that list, but there's only really 1 major kind of plains-based biome, or some non-snowy, non-desert-based one, and that is the flower forest. So you need to go into a flower forest, you need to find rabbits, and then only 10% of those rabbits will be the nice black one here. And I think this is one of the best looks, so I guess that's the reason it's rare. But yeah, if you want to find rabbits, they're going to be really tricky as it is because they're so small you can easily spot them. They run away from you when they do spawn, and they're only found in the 1 biome. And this particular rabbit has a 10% chance even on top of all of that, and that's why he is number 4. And you might be thinking, wow, 10% chance in 1 biome and he runs away from you. What's even rarer than that? Well, a decent chance, 100% chance almost, but in the rarest biome in the game. So the rarest biome in the game, if you did watch that video, is of course the Mooshroom biome, which is, it was super rare before the new biomes update, and it got even rarer after that. And the cool thing about the Mooshroom biome is no hostile mob spawn here, which is a really big benefit. But one of the other things that a lot of people don't realize is the fact that this is the only place where you can find a mushroom. So mushrooms are really, really cool mobs, not only because, they look pretty cool. I mean, have you ever seen a baby mushroom? How cute those things are. But they look really cool, but they also have the ability to give you an unlimited amount of mushroom stew. If you just put a bowl up to them, you can get mushroom stew over and over again. So it's an unlimited source of food that also has all the benefits of a cow, because if you just shear them, you can turn them back into a cow. So I think that's pretty awesome. The mushroom is definitely a really cool mob, and unlike, the rabbit, which just runs away from you and might make a cool pet, this is something that you want to have in the rest of your Minecraft world. And if you have a mushroom biome, you are blessed purely because you have this very unique mob. And he's number 3 because even though he's got a 100% chance of spawning in his biome, finding a mushroom biome, especially in Minecraft console, is a lot harder than you might figure. But yeah, that's only number 3 here. So what's rarer than something only found in the rarest biome? Something that's found in a lot of biomes, pretty much anywhere where, non-hostile mobs can spawn, but something that's only found 1 in every 100, 1 in every 600 spawns of 1 particular type of mob. So you might guess this, a lot of people kind of point this out here, it is actually going to be the pink sheep. So the pink sheep has less than a 1% chance, or basically, when you have a sheep spawn, there's something like an 85% chance that it'll be a white sheep, and then it's, got various chances of everything else. The next rarest color is brown at 3%, but then you've also got a super, super rare possibility that it will generate with a pink coat, 1 in 600 roughly, and this means that finding them is pretty hard, because when you do have the opportunity to find a sheep, which is in plains and all these other biomes, basically you then have to, find the 1 in 600 chance that it'll turn pink. Again, personally, I find these all the time. I mean, it seems like they're a lot more common than they should be, but a lot of people point out how they've seen like 1 pink sheep ever, and for those people, the pink sheep is definitely a super rare mob. And as a fun little fact, when you use spawn eggs to spawn in sheep, you actually get slightly different odds. So if you want a pink sheep naturally, I mean, if you're not willing to just dye it, then what you can do is is you can spawn them in creative, and eventually you'll get yourself a pink sheep. Like, again, I did after about 40 or 50, and if it's really important to you that you have a naturally spawning pink sheep, that's something you can entirely do. So, yeah, pink sheep, super rare mob, 1 in 600 chance. That's pretty rare if you ask me, especially compared to the 1 in 1 chance in the mission biome. But yeah, that's the second rarest mob here. What is the rarest mob? So the rarest mob is actually another horse thing. So unlike the donkey, which has pretty baseline stats and doesn't really change too much, the horse actually has a massive variance in its stats. So bear in mind, horses by themselves, again, they're kind of rare. They're only found in plains and savannas, which are the best biomes anyway, but you know, that's kind of tricky to find anyway. But once you do find a place where horses spawn, finding the best horse in the game, or a horse with theoretical max stats, is super, super rare. So let's basically every single stat a horse has, so there are 3 stats. There is your health bar, so if you look at the horse's hearts, if you count those up, they can have up to 30 half hearts or 15 full hearts, which is pretty good. So this one has, as you can see, what is that, like 11 and a half, so 23 hearts. That's pretty good out of 30. This one over here has 29 out of 30, so on and so forth. But then there's 2 other stats that horses have that are also pretty important. So the first stat is jump height. So horses can jump anywhere from just over 1 block to 5.5 blocks. It's that tall up there in the theoretical max. And then finally, horses have the ability to run up to 10 meters a second. I have a horse speed checker here. You can see this horse right here can only run... Okay, actually, it didn't... Whoa, that's really glitchy. But this horse only runs about 7 meters a second. But you can actually get horses that run closer to 10 meters a second, which is 3 times faster than the normal speed. So why am I mentioning all these stats? Why am I not just mentioning what the rarest horse is? So bear in mind that getting an individual horse of your color type is 1 in 35 chance on, you know, on top of the fact that they're pretty rare anyway. Then consider the fact that getting every single one of these stats to go together, so to get 30 of any, 30 hearts, isn't actually that, rare. But to get 5.5 blocks tall of jump and to get 10 meters a second of running actually is a 1 in almost infinite chance. So to work out the calculation, you work out, okay, what are the odds of getting, you know, super high jumping horse? Okay, 1 in infinite. Okay, so you divide 1 by infinity. Oh, it's actually a 0% chance. And although it's not truly 0%, it is a super, super rare thing to get your favorite color of horse with your type of stats, because the thing is, even breeding can't ever get you that high. You can get very close, but you can never get there, and that's why finding the perfect horse is a super, super rare thing. It's, you know, getting the right color horse is kind of a rare chance anyway, but then getting in with a stats that you want to deal with, like if you want to have lots of health, that's going to be pretty rare. If you want to have lots of health and high jump speed, that's so incredibly rare. But if you want to get, you know, high jump speed, you know, the top jump speed, I should say, the top run speed and the top health, your odds are basically 0%. And you might argue, is 0% even rare at that point? And I would argue, I think so, because it can happen. It's going to happen to one person one day, and they're going to be incredibly lucky. But for the rest of us, we just have to dream, and that is why, you know, a horse with the super stats and the right color that you want is the rarest non-hostile mob found in Minecraft. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of the answer to everyone's question as to what the rarest mob that you actually might want is. It's the horse, it's the amazing horse, and although you could probably just mod one in that has all those stats, finding one naturally is going to be a challenge that you should always be trying to work towards. If you just tame every horse, and eventually you might find the super horse that can jump all the way up to there, that can run all the way down there instantly, and can also have all the health to deal with all that stuff. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets us know you do like it. I want to see more stuff like this on the channel. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.